run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Right side complete to Butler. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Tight end, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
In some ways, he reminds me of a past NFL great who played the quarterback position as well. Jawing with the opposition, trash-talking a little bit, doesn't mind getting hit and battered around some that kind of gets him into the game. But once it's time to lock in, Phillip Rivers does that as well as any quarterback in the league.
Rivers on 1st down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. With that, let's check out how the Chargers line up on offense.
If you're going to talk about great players with the Chargers, you have to include their center, Mike Pouncey, a 4-time Pro Bowler. He and his brother Marquise with the Pittsburgh Steelers, they were the Pro Bowl centers for the AFC in 2018.
Mike, 58, right there. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here is the Cardinal defense. Safety DJ Swearinger brings not just athletic ability to the field, he also brings a strong belief that he can get to the football on every snap. An absolutely fierce hitter, you can feel his intensity even when you're sitting down and having a meeting with him prior to the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm gonna run you over. I'm gonna run you over.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check back, check back.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final